Kinnan here from Fiction Atlas Press, bringing you another Indie Connection. Today I'd like to tell you about some indie books that you might enjoy if you're a fan of Jacqueline Holland's The God of Endings. The first book I have for you is called Bloodborne by Stephanie Kelmer. As a descendant of a centuries-old cult, Nina Coffin was never promised an ordinary life. The only things that kept her alive are drinking from open veins and keeping secrets. But truth stripped from her lips like blood, and trust is a dangerous thing. Will falling in love with a man with killer instincts, being hunted by an ex-girlfriend with fangs, and a perilous accident threaten the peaceful life she built after years of turmoil? It will take a fight with her inner demons and the sacrifice of the ones who love her most to learn how strong she really is. Mina's journey is a long and gory one, but it's worth it, even if she needs a few daggers and a lot of blood to find out. The second book I have for you is called Nocturne Resurrection by Glenn Tinsley. London, 1802. Body snatchers and murderers take the dead from the cold earth. A fetid surgeon fights for justice, and a beautiful vampire brings a terror of her own design. In 19th century London, a mysterious young woman denies the horrors of superstition and mortality. Only she's not as young as she seems. Born in Anglo-Saxon England, Evelinda Grey absorbs the essence of a race of long-dead blood drinkers, practically immortal and with superhuman capabilities. After 8 centuries of grief and loss, the beautiful vampire engages the attention of a shy yet brilliant physician in a desire to understand her place in the world. Through subterfuge and intrigue, Eve places herself near the distinguished surgeon James Dalton, finding herself drawn into the nightmare world of body snatchers and murderers that keep the autonomous of London supplied with bodies. The resurrection men are the true power in the London underworld, and none may stand against them. No one, however, would believe that the pale young woman with gleaming eyes is the most dangerous thing on London's streets. And as the number of dead begins to rise, so does her thirst. The third book I have for you is from our very own J.D. Estrada. It's his only human book, From the Human Cycle. Nathaniel Reynolds isn't a fan of life. He isn't a fan of the news, which is a bust because he's a reporter. He's lost faith in journalism, in the truth, in civilization, and in himself. So it's quite a surprise when he gets swept up in a quest to save the world. Perception and reality collide as one man faces one question. Would you sacrifice your humanity to save mankind? Only Human is a tale where the truth is revealed about vampires and Therans, make sure you don't call them werewolves, about angels, about demons, the photogeni plant people, and humanity as we supposedly know it. This isn't your typical book. These aren't your typical vampires, and what has been said is fiction, may actually be truer than the history you've been sold. And the last book I have for you is called The Last Descendant by Christina Cairn. She's immune to every disease, but her curiosity may get her killed. Cambridge, England. American pathologist Dr. Abby Whitting longs to know why she never gets sick. The sole survivor of a horrific outbreak 2 decades ago, she's certain the answer must lie in her medical records, held under lock and key at a mysterious clinic. But standing in the way of her access to classified files is charismatic centuries-old vampire. Tasked with replicating the secrets of the dying predator's blood, he proposes an uneasy alliance in exchange for her documents. But her research soon sends her down a path strewn with murderous clinicians, a vengeful detective, and an obsessed rival in search of fresh souls. And even worse, her shocking findings reveal a disturbingly outrageous truth. Can Abby discover the secret to her own strange gift without losing her soul? Okay, that's all for me this week. I'll see you next week on the Indie Connection. Bye!